Hey YouTube viewers, welcome back to my channel. If you watched my previous video where I talked about the resort that I stayed at in Mexico, you'll know that I briefly mentioned some off-resort excursions available in the area. Well, during my time there, I actually went to one of them. My friends and I took a day trip to Chichen Itza, which is one of the new 7 wonders of the world. If you plan on going there and want to learn more about the tour that I followed and all the places that I went to, keep watching and I'll tell you everything you need to know for your trip. In this video, I'll be talking about the following things: general information about the tour, Cenote Hubiku, Chichen Itza, Valladolid, and I'll end off with an honest review about what I thought about the tour. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you could support my channel by doing a few simple things: giving this video a thumbs up, leaving a comment below, and smashing the subscribe button. Let's get started. General information. There are many ways you can join off-resort excursions. Most resorts will have tour agents working there that can help you register for tours. At the resort that I stayed at, I did have this option, but I chose to book a tour on Expedia instead. The only reason why I decided to do that was because I had enough travel points to cover the cost of the tour. Now, in terms of the tour, it took up the full day. From morning to evening, we were out and about. On the tour, we went to 3 places: Chichen Itza, which is the main attraction, Cenote Hubiku, which is a nice underground cave where you can take a dip, and Valladolid, which is a small town where you can stop and take pictures. The cost of the tour was about $90 Canadian, and this included hotel pickup, drop-off, and lunch. I compared prices with the tours at the resort, and it turned out to be slightly cheaper. For this specific Expedia tour, you don't need to book early. You can probably book the day before and still get a spot. Also, if you need to cancel for whatever reason, the great thing about this tour is you can cancel free of charge up to 24 hours before the start time. Cenote Hubiku. I mentioned that the tour was a full-day event. I wasn't kidding about that. Our resort was the first pickup location, so we needed to be ready by the lobby at 6:45. After we got picked up, it took about 3 hours to get to our first destination, which was Cenote Hubiku. For those of you that don't know, Cenote Hubiku is a popular cenote located in the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico. Known for its crystal clear turquoise waters and scenic surroundings, visitors can swim and snorkel in the cenote and enjoy the unique experience of being in a natural sinkhole. I personally did not take advantage of the cenote only because the weather was cold and I didn't feel like getting wet. Fortunately, there were other activities to do, such as tequila tasting at Casa Don Taddeo, eating a buffet lunch of classic Mayan dishes, watching cultural Mayan presentations, browsing local shops, and taking pictures of the area. Chichen Itza. Our next destination on the tour was the main highlight. Chichen Itza is a world-renowned archaeological site located on the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. Designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, this site attracts numerous visitors who come to explore its rich history, intricate architecture, and cultural significance. To enter Chichen Itza, you need to buy tickets. This cost was not included in the tour. The admission fee costs around $40 per person for international visitors. We were given about 2 hours to explore the area, but in my opinion, I thought this was too much time. Other than taking a couple of pictures, there wasn't much else to do there. Furthermore, one recommendation that I have is try to come in the morning. Chichen Itza is a very popular tourist destination. It gets very busy, especially in the afternoon. Valladolid. The last spot that we visited was called Valladolid. Valladolid is a charming city in the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico. Known for its colonial architecture and vibrant atmosphere, Valladolid offers a mix of history, culture, and modern amenities. We stopped here for about 1.5 hours. In Valladolid, there are a couple of activities that you can do. For instance, you can explore local markets, buy souvenirs and snacks, and also sample traditional Mexican cuisine. For me, I spent most of my time at the main square taking pictures. Honest review. To make things simpler, I'm going to break down my review into 5 categories. Number 1, price. I would give this a 5 out of 5 star. The price of the tour was hard to beat. As mentioned, I compared prices with tours offered at the resort and they were more expensive. You may be able to find tours online for a cheaper price, but personally, I prefer booking from a reputable tour agency, especially when it comes to tours in a foreign country. Number 2. Food. In this tour, a Mayan buffet lunch was included. Overall, I had no complaints about the food. It was good, but it wasn't spectacular, so I would give it a 4 out of 5 stars. Number 3. Tour guides. The tour guides were nice. They did their job well, but they weren't very outgoing, which is something that could help lift everybody's mood, especially when a lot of guests had to wake up early to join the tour. For this reason, I would give it a 3 out of 5. Number 4. Transportation. We traveled in a comfortable, air-conditioned bus. No complaints here. 5 out of 5. Number 5. Itinerary. For the itinerary, I thought it could have been better organized. I felt like some of the places we visited, we could have spent less time there, especially at Chichen Itza. Also, Valladolid is a nice town, but I didn't think it was worth stopping at. We actually got back to the resort at 10 in the evening, so the entire tour took about 16 hours, which is too long in my opinion. As a result, I would give this a 3 out of 5. And that's a wrap. Hope you found this video helpful. If you want to see more content like this, please show your support by giving this video a like, leaving a comment below, and subscribing to my channel. See you next time!